I'm Paul Levinson, and welcome to Light On, Light Through, episode 191, my review of Star Trek Discovery 3. Well, I'm checking in with a review of Star Trek, the third season of Discovery. It was on CBS All Access, now Paramount Plus, nearly a year ago. But I just had a chance to binge watch it the past few days. So here's what I thought of that season of that series. I thought the first 10 of its 13 episodes were a mix of good, okay, and very good. But the final 3 episodes were pure gold, with outstanding hand-to-hand combat and some of the best personal stories and trials and tribulations in any Star Trek of whatever vintage on whatever kind of screen. First, I thought it was ingenious to move the storyline in this third season from before the start of Star Trek, the original series, to further in the future than any other Star Trek narrative has been located. I won't give away too much of the plot in this review, but I will say that although we've seen plenty of time travel in many a Star Trek season, the goal of Discovery in staying this far in the future, what it has to do, what it has to accomplish, I thought that was original, unexpected, and sufficiently cosmic to motivate all the twists and turns and surprises in the story. The continuing characters, especially Burnham, played by Sonequa Martin Green, and Saru, played by Doug Jones, really came into their own. And there were lots of memorable new characters in this third season as well. My favorites were Booker, played by David Ajala, Admiral Vance, played by Oded Fehr, Osira, played by Janet Kidder, and Kovich, played by David Cronenberg. Yes, that's the real David Cronenberg. There was good integration of Vulcan and Romulus into this story, and there was even a nice shout-out to City on the Edge of Forever, with Paul Guilfoyle, who played CSI's Jim Brass, playing the Guardian of Forever. I really enjoyed that. Now, I've come to realize, and I may have said this in an earlier review, but it's worth repeating, that the Star Trek franchise is more than a superb, one-of-a-kind series of television series and movies. It's a blueprint for our future, a blueprint which is helping that future come into being by being such a continuing inspiration. Or, as I said in my essay, The Missing Orientation, published late last year, quote, my lifelong commitment to doing what I could via writing and speaking to help lift our species off this planet was baked in for life by Star Trek in the mid-1960s, unquote. You can search for that article online, The Missing Orientation by Paul Levinson, or look at the show notes for this episode of Light On, Light Through, where you'll find a link to that essay. Well, the third season of Star Trek Discovery amply continues that inspiration, getting us out into space. And I'll be back here with a review of the fourth season, which will start on Paramount Plus on November 18th. And everything Star Trek that comes after.
The Light on Light Through podcast.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that little review of Star Trek Discovery Season 3. Here's a public service announcement from my friend Captain Phil Merkel.
My good buddy Paul Levinson is part of the Music Beats Cancer funding drive. He's been selected out of 2,000 artists who applied, and that will be running from September 7th through the 30th. And you can go check it out at musicbeatscancer.org. and see who else you know who's up there, who's that. And if you want to see my good buddy Paul, you go to musicbeatscancer.org/artist/Paul-Levinson.
Thanks, Phil, for that public service announcement. And if you want to get to the Music Beats Cancer site, go to Music Beats Cancer, MusicBeatscancer, no spaces between those words, .org/artist/Paul, Paul Levinson, Levinson.
The Light on Light Through podcast.
And I'll be back here soon with another review, another commentary, who knows. In the meantime, stay safe, stay well, and enjoy.
Athens, 2042 AD. She ripped the paper in half, then ripped the halves, then ripped what was left again into bits and pieces of history that could have been. Sierra Waters had read once that, years ago, it was thought that men made love for the thrill, while women made love for the sense of connection it gave them.
Curled Up with a Good Book says, Sierra Waters is sexy as hell. You can find out more about The Plot to Save Socrates by Paul Levinson at theplottoSaveSocrates.com.
Paul Levinson's Silk Code, about an ancient biotech war raging on in secret for centuries.